for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football. To throw on second down is Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school. Junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018...
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate, 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after Week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach, Todd Bowles, demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run with Darkwa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Leopard! Detroit!
Darnold on first down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the run, Darkwa. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Darnold. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it, is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold on 3rd down. He's got Curse. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
No. Check. Patriot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, sets you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darquan, and he's got room. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
To throw is Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Darnold. It's caught by Crowell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play fake, and it's Darnold. It fights him off. Looking deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Give me radar. Set.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. This a screen to Abdullah. And some space here. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Darkwa. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On the give, this is their fullback. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Jets. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford completes it to Blunt. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
New York set to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Leopard!
To throw on second down is Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, 22! 10.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
God!
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
All right, here we go.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, it's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw on second down, Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Go, come on, man. Pick it up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Stafford. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, it's Rose. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep them out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. After the run, now Stafford going to throw.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they'll run it on the taunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Hurry up, get set. Hey, give me radar. 21.
Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Run the ball. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last throw here for Stafford. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darren Lee picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.